How many of you do not play any sports? Well, the ones who have raised your hands, ask yourself, do you dance? Do you do gymnastics? Do you do even go-karting in the United City next door? Yes, so anything that you've raised your hand again for is all included in sports. Sports is not just about competing somewhere, winning a tournament, or winning a match. Sports actually means what? Teamwork, team building, self-achievement. Am I better today than I was yesterday? Can I run faster? Can I do something better? So that is why we're here today, right? We're going to talk about tolerance and inclusivity. Now I'll try my best to talk in that manner and in the shortest time as possible. One of our young students here talked about inclusivity. Can I see a raise of hands if you think you know what tolerance means? Fantastic. It's a very, very smart crowd today. I love it. Tolerance is probably one of the strongest words that we use and we abide by. Tolerance it's a mentality. That's what sports teaches us, right? Sports teaches us competitiveness. We're competing against each other. We're not enemies. They're opponents. We compete. After a certain match, somebody may win, somebody may lose, but we still will shake hands, we still will hug, and we will prepare for the next event. So tolerance is something that comes from within. We learn to tolerate who? Who do we tolerate every day of your life? Tell me. Anyone give me an example? Who? Exactly. Not in any disrespectful way, but we tolerate our family members, we tolerate our friends. In school, we tolerate our teachers. But that's individual tolerance, right? But tolerance is also beyond us, right? It's our environment. Sometimes it rains too hard. Sometimes it's too hot. Sometimes you're stuck in a traffic jam. You tolerate the situation.
Or during your activity times. Another place we talk about is inclusivity. So who do I represent? I represent today the Bangladesh Football Federation, men's team and women's team. Do we watch football in Bangladesh? Anyone? We follow the men's team?
Yeah, I do.
Hamza, it's a good name. Any other names you know of? Excellent. Hamza, Fahmidun, Shumit, Jamal Bhuya, Topu Bar. Anyone know Topu Barman? Vidul Marma. What did we just mention today? You mentioned every Bangladeshi. Just as a Bangladeshi, that's all we mentioned today. But the names you mentioned, there is someone of a different religion behind that. The name you just mentioned, there is someone of different ethnic identity behind that. But that's the beauty of sports, that's the spirit of football, and that's the beauty of you, the young generation. That you don't let any of that bother you, you don't let that any of being important. The important part is to be a good citizen, a great student, and a patriotic Bangladeshi. And that's how we want to see our future. That's men's team. Is football only about men? Who else plays football? Louder for the women, please. We cannot be so shy talking about women. Do women play football in Bangladesh? Do we watch women's football? Do we support women's football? Thank you. Now I want to hear if you know any women's team members' names. Yes. I will not surprise you now. I will let the Wilsoner father speak about who's coming next to speak. But Bangladesh, we also promote love and support women's football. Because that's what, again, inclusivity means. We include everybody into one team. We include everybody into one identity of being a Bangladeshi, of playing for Bangladesh, winning for Bangladesh. If not winning, we fight for Bangladesh. And our women's team has done that through and throughout. They've fought in Bangladesh for their country. They've fought outside of Bangladesh, for their country. They've fought against stronger, superior opponents. But they never let down the country's name and fame and the dignity. And that's what sports is about, that's what football is about, that's what women players are about. Now, let me ask you something more about inclusive and tolerance. And I promise this is the last part of my speech. What happens in our daily life? We're tolerating, we're including people, but that's physical. But there's another world we have created or become a part of, which is a cyber world, right? How many of us use mobile phones? Let's see your hands. Fantastic, more than sports. How many of us use iPads? How many of us use smart televisions at home? Exactly. That is part of our life. And take one, breathe in, and breathe out. That's all it takes. Just a few moments. Detach myself from that mean, intolerant, non-exclusive area. Let's not go there. No, let's not be part of that. You guys can do it. I've learned from you. I've got 2 younger children, age younger than you. I go through the same thing. What else happens in the iPad and mobile world? Like what does Miss Sabrina, the principal of St. John's Wilson, do to us? She doesn't let us bring our phones to school. She doesn't let us bring our iPads to school. So what is that all about? Nothing. There's nothing mean about that. There's nothing wrong about that. It is part of our life. In life, we should be playing sports in the field. We should be inside this classroom studying. We should walk in nature. And at times, we should be on the internet gaining knowledge or playing Roblox or Minecraft. Right, Roblox? You play that too? That's a good sport. That's a good sport too. I'm glad I'm relating to everybody. So, today, it's nothing serious. We just want to talk about our country, we talk about sports, and we want to say that whatever happens on the internet, we can manage it. We can resolve it. And as I always say, it's very important, either seek help or give help. And that's the sportsmanship mentality we want to grow. And I thank you for giving me this time. I thank you for being here. And you've been a wonderful, wonderful audience to speak to. I learned a lot. Thank you very much.